welcome to another video. In today's video, it's a bizarre story of another restaurant experience. So, after the fire, I was living in a motel in Bend, and I was eating out a couple times a day for a while. And then as I got utensils and stuff, I started, having my own meals. But I was eating out a bunch, right? And I found this little place up by Home Depot, which is kind of in North Bend, in this like little, kind of like a outdoor shopping mall type of little area. It's called a Left Coast Burger Company. And I was going there on the regular, right? In Portland, there was Burgerville. And Burgerville, you could get a really good gluten-free burger in a drive-thru, and they were comparable, right? Like Left Coast Burger Company, Burgerville, about the same quality, taste, Maybe the Left Coast Burger has like a little higher quality beef, but overall, like just the whole burger experience, like it's comparable, right? So I used to eat Burgerville a few times a week, but once I had the fire and I was living in a motel, I was like eating burgers all the time, right? Well, I've kept up with eating burgers at this place. I was sitting there one day, and one of the guys that works there just like stops in his tracks. He's like walking outside. I'm like sitting there doing my thing. I just like go into restaurants, order, sit down, read news until I get the food, eat, read news while I'm eating, get up and go, right? So he goes like this. He's looking at me. I don't know what the hell his deal is. He comes in, and then the owner introduces himself to me and yada, yada, yada. Oh, I got this other place, he says, a bar. You should go try it out, right? Okay, cool. So they didn't really say anything, right? The dude was like this, right? I kind of thought maybe this dude recognized me from something I've been in or something. I didn't know. But at that point, it became kind of a friendly, chatty experience when I went there. And this is like before the lockdowns, right? So then the lockdowns started happening, and they were only open like at their window, and the owner was there working all the time, or they had like another dude working there that I guess they laid off for the lockdown or whatever. But I just continued to go there. And, I did go to his restaurant or bar, the Brown Owl. First time I went in there, ordered a cider, got the menu, no gluten-free buns on the burger. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You send me to your restaurant, all I eat's gluten-free burgers. You send me to your restaurant to try one of the burgers there, and you don't have fucking gluten-free buns. Yeah, that was one of those days I was really hungry too, so I just got up and left. So I'm going back to the Left Coast burger place, and I'm like, yeah, I went there. They don't have gluten-free buns or whatever. So, go back, try it again, right? And so I go back, and I get a gluten-free. They have buns now. I get a gluten-free burger, and honestly, it's not even as good as the Left Coast place, right? So I'm just like, oh, well, the cider's good. And it's a nice bar. It's got like the pallet wood motif going on, but it's a bar, right? I'm a foodie, so I'm not a bar-y. I've been in my fair share of bars, but when I go out to bars, I want to be entertained. Like, I don't want to just stand around and fucking talk to people. I want there to be, like, people swinging from the ceilings and shit exploding. And, yeah, okay, that's a bar I'll go to. Other than that, I want food, a drink or two, cider, good cider, and I'm done. I'm out. That's it. So, this area that the brown owl's in is kind of a hip little area, right? So I go down and I kind of adventure around in there a few times, right? And I go again. They're out of the gluten-free buns, so I try the popcorn chicken, and it is so overcooked, right? And I think I had it 3 times, like, and it was horrible every time. I was like, why do you keep going back? Well, like the 3rd time I went back, like I was already done with the place, like after the 2nd time but then I was in that area for this other thing, and I was hungry, and I didn't realize there was such other great food, like just right at the other side of the parking lot. There's another whole food cart place that's just exceptional, like really top-notch stuff, right? And I didn't know it was there. So I went there and again, right? And I'm just, like they just overcooked the fucking chicken, like it's just cooked to death, right? So, and just French fries. I haven't eaten French fries in years. Sweet potato fries, yes. French fries, no. But I started eating fries at that place on occasions, right? I mean, their fries are fries, and there's nothing like exceptional about them. They were just good fries, decent, good fries dipping sauce. And what really made the fries kind of almost essential at the Left Coast Burger Company was the oozing of the burger. You know, if you don't have those fries there to catch all that goodness, then it just goes to waste, right? So, and their burgers like totally ooze down. Oh, delicious, good stuff, you know, good burgers, you know. Good gluten-free burgers. I mean, just a good straight up burger, right? Not like, holy cow, just like, you know, good burger, you know? Here's a good burger. Here's Left Coast Burger. Here's like just an insane burger, you know, like Wagyu or something like that, right? Okay. So now I've been going there for over a year, and the owner kind of started this whole chatty thing with me. And so I just started, you know, when I go there chatting with the people, and I think I pissed off, which turns out to be like the general manager. I think I pissed him off like early because he has like a fiance that was a redhead. And, you know, I just love facts. And, you know, and if you have red hair, it's because you have Neanderthal genes. Simply. It's not a good thing, a bad thing, any other thing. It's just the way it is. And she has red hair, and I said that, and I think he took it like it's a diss or so. Oh, Neanderthal. I don't know, right? Like, so he literally since then has been kind of like, you know, to me, right? Whatever. So as the lockdown kind of broke, and, you know, they started hiring people, right? They hired this one girl there, super sweet girl, talked about rocks. Sometimes I'd bring rocks and show her, and I beg them all to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Before I got 100 subscribers, I was like, any place where I was a regular at around town, I would ask the employees, in some cases, like try to bribe the employees with nice tips, right? To subscribe to my YouTube channel, to get up to this 100 subscriber mark, right? It was so hard. Now I hit that and it was like 160, like in like not even 2 months later, like 3 years to 100, and then 2 months to 160. So anyway, I was always constantly, you know, and chatty with them and all this stuff, right? So now right before this huge first heat wave we had, there was a new girl in there, lady, and she's telling me all about all these local swimming holes and how she tried to surf. And they got a spot in Bend where downtown Bend, basically, where people surf, right? There's one wave, they stand in line and they freaking surf. It's like a rapid wave, right? Whitewater Rapids, there's this one that's perfect for surfing, right? Like in downtown. So she was telling me how she was trying to do that, but she couldn't learn because you have to wait in line. And then if you got to go back in line. So it's kind of hard to learn, apparently, right? So she was telling me about all these other local places, right? So I left, and this is before the big heat wave, right? And then a couple days later, I was back there again, and I freaking asked her, if she could text me some of these local swimming holes. Now, mind you, the owner has got my phone number. He took down my phone number. I gave the general manager my number on a bag of coffee. When I first got my roaster all set up, I just gave away a bunch of coffee, right? Oh, here's my number on there. If you want some more. He didn't. So, just like, friendly, like, hey, right? Well, so now I just have asked her if she could text me, right? She thinks I'm asking her out. Oh, awkward. Because I then realize that that's what she thinks, because she starts telling me about her partner or something. Maybe she's a lesbian, or I don't know. But it's like, fuck, man. What do you do? Like, I wasn't asking you out. I just really wanted the fucking swimming locations. So I'm like sitting there in my head, like, what do I say? Do I tell her, and then I'm thinking, well, maybe it's a flattery. Maybe she's flattered and so I'm just not gonna say a fucking thing, right? And just kind of let it drop, right? That was my decision. It was super awkward too, because like, look, I've asked a few girls out in Bend, and it's always the exact same. Do you want to go to the unofficial logging company and throw axes? So, if you haven't heard me freaking ask you to go throw axes, then I haven't asked you out, right? I've been trying to get somebody to hook up with to do these rocks with, so I gave my phone number to this other girl, and I don't know if she thought I was trying to ask her out, but no, it was about the rocks. So, I don't know. I've always had friend girls my whole life, and I guess that's not a thing in Bend. So, I'll stop that now. Giving my phone number away. But anyway, so it was kind of an awkward moment. All right? So then, the next time I'm in there, there's this other girl that works there, and she's got like the shaved head, just perfectly shaved every time I saw her. And so one time I asked her if she was a sharp, right? And that's a skinhead against racial prejudice, right? It's an old school thing from like the 80s. And no, so it turns out she has like some medical condition where she has no hair. Oh, interesting, right? This is just like, so I asked her that, and she tells me, and everything has been super friendly in there right up until this time frame. Now, I'm not sure if it was the other girl thinking I was asking her out, or if it was the girl not liking being asked if she was a sharp. But I don't know what it was, but then it was like, the next time I came in, I ordered 2 ciders. It was a Friday night. It was ripping hot. I was exhausted. I went in there. I had some shit to get at Home Depot. Bam, I go in there, I have a cider, a burger, another cider. I have this much cider left. I just finished my burger, which typically I get up and wash my hands afterwards because my hands are covered in burger, right? This guy that knows the bald girl has come in now, like a customer, but he knows her, right? And while I'm in the bathroom, he sits in my fucking seat. I have this much cider left in my seat. So that was weird, right? Like, she didn't say, oh, he's sitting there. Or he didn't notice my phone and my drink and my glasses. So that was weird. Then the next time I went in there, I could just feel it. I could feel the hate. I'm an empath, right? So, and the manager dude, he had long ago fucking, he's been like, he hasn't liked me for a long time. Let's just say that, right? I mean, he pretends he's very pleasant, all that, but I have to guess it's the whole Neanderthal thing, because I mean, I don't know what else it would be. I gave him a bag of coffee, and I don't know what else, why, but you know, yeah, that's literally the only thing that would be an odd, you know. But so anyway, since the Neanderthal thing, he's been kind of like this, right? And then since that situation, like the bald girl, she was just like beaming out the negative vibes. Like I was like, I could barely get out of there fast enough, right? And it was like, okay. And to be honest, like this is just another one of those situations where I would have preferred just to be left alone. I go into a place to eat, and I sit down, I mind my own business, and I read my news articles, and I finish, and I tip very well, right? But I don't want to be bothered. Just leave me alone, because now I'm never going back to the Left Coast Burger place again, because the bad vibes there are just over the quality of the food, right? And it's like, well, if the owner just would have just left me alone and not, you know, engage me in conversation and tried to, you know, and like I'm at his restaurant and I mean, he's the type of guy, it's a fucking pandemic and he wants to hug. Like, dude, it's a fucking pandemic, bro. You know, like what the fuck? Yeah. So anyway, and I'm not even gonna go to the Brown Owl again because the food's just garbage. I mean, it's straight. It's a bar. It's a bar, and it's not even good bar food, right? It's like you're shit-faced drunk and you need to drive home. Eat that crap. Don't drive drunk. But I'm just saying, it's garbage. And then the vibes at the left, and I'm just like, eh. So anyway, the moral of the story is just leave people alone. Don't try to make friends with people. Just ignore people. They're eating by themselves or reading, and just don't go up to them and bother them. You know, I mean, I am so over trying to be friendly with people. I mean, I'm very friendly, like I'm not like, oh fuck you, you know, not at all. Like but like I just like anything behind, you know, superficial. Like I don't want that with any humans. Like there's nothing I want from humans. I thought I wanted to get a little rock thing going with this girl. She said, oh, me and my mom were thinking about tumbling rocks, right? And I'm like, but now I'm getting the same weird negative vibes. I was like, oh man, I just need to stop talking to people, apparently, because it always leads to just a weird situation. And, you know, I mean, asking somebody to text you locations for swimming holes. I don't know. Am I a weirdo? Or asking somebody if they're a sharp. I mean, very tight shaved head all the time was, you know, interesting. Anyway, so, and I probably never would have gotten into those conversations had the owner not come up to me and been like, you know, hey, blah, 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 and turned it into a whole friendly, chatty thing, you know. So anyway, hopefully they can just leave people alone to eat and not pester them, and so they ruin the ultimate, you know, like I would still be going there and eating burgers, but I'll never go there again because I don't want to go in the negative vibes, right? So anyway, and if you like this video, which I can't imagine why you would, hit like. And if you didn't like it, hit dislike twice and hit the subscribe button and have a great day. Peace.